the purpose of having a guard if I'm going to be guarded and every time he hits me, you're going to give him full credit, you know? Like, I could tell he was trying to stop me, right? But I posted the video, bro. He didn't land one punch. I posted it. He didn't land one punch. Okay. So you're trying to stop me. I feel that, but you're nowhere near stopping me. And then you let him stop me. You know what I mean? So, like, he deserves zero credit right now. And you go ahead and give him extra credit. You know, I've never been stopped. And to stop a fight before this fighter has been dropped, where is the signal that this fight needs to be stopped? Needs.
Keith, I'll tell you where the signal is. Sometimes a referee has to make a decision whether or not to look out for the fighter's safety, to look out for the fighter's health as he's taking a beating from another fighter. Not all the time does the fighter have to be knocked out on the floor to stop the fight. No, or asleep on his feet. But sometimes fighters could get absolutely dominated, outskilled, outgunned in every goddamn aspect of the game. Sometimes. Sebastian Fundora in round 5. Sometimes a fighter can land the most punches on your goddamn forehead, create the most wouts, cut face, bruise eye, look like you got hit with 1,000 punches. Barely going into round 6. The referee is just looking out for your health. He has the job. It's his obligation to watch how the fight's going. You getting completely, I'm not just talking about, oh, nah, the fight was close, you shouldn't have stopped it. No, Keith, you had no chance. In round 5, the dude landed the most punches against your face, more than any fighter has ever landed against your face. More than Porter, more than Danny Garcia, more than Manny Pacquiao. Sebastian Fundora landed, what was it, like 35, 36 punches to your 6. Dude, complete destruction. Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard Keith Thurman say that, the referee and Thomas Taylor, who I know he does stop fights kind of early. I got mad at him myself before too. Stops a fight in round 6 against Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman makes the argument that in that last little barrage of punches before Fundora finished him, Keith Thurman blocked him with his gloves. And maybe he has a point, although he wasn't knocked out, or he wasn't like, let's just say, David Morale against Zach Chelly, the goddamn school teacher, where he was out on his feet. He wasn't like that. But just that little barrage of punches he didn't land, Keith. He was landing all the other punches to start that round off. Round 5, if there was 20 seconds left, Keith, for real, let's be real, bruh, you were on the verge of being finished. No answer at all for the volume and the pressure that Sebastian Fundora was bringing. There was no signal in there to you. The referee should have let you take more of a beating and get knocked out. He says, yo, I'm a fighter that's never been finished before. He should have let me, finish on my shield. I didn't even get knocked down. Why did he stop it? Because you were getting absolutely dominated, and nobody, I wasn't arguing after the fight, and nobody seen a possible chance of you coming back and winning that fight. All we seen was brutality, and I swear, if you would have let that fight kept going, it's not going 12 rounds, and because the goddamn doctor's probably going to stop it if you don't end up getting knocked out, because your face was already getting torn apart. You should be happy that the ref stopped that fight. I know it's hard to live with. I know it's hard to live with being finished for the first time in your career. You took your first loss against Manny Pacquiao, and that was hard for you. You talked about it, depressing. But now you got finished, and now you can't accept it. But Keith, there was no way you were going to win that fight. Brian Mendoza, Tim Tszyu, the Hound, Terrell Booker. These guys were having more success than you had, Keith. Come on, my dog. Come on. Completely outgunned. We should respect the ref for what he did in there. I believe he stopped something that could have been 1,000 times worth, Keith. You could have ended up being knocked out. You could have ended up having a seizure. You could have ended up being in the hospital. You could have had a torn retina. You could... Come on, bro. Think about it, dude. You live to fight another day. Sebastian the Towering Inferno is a goddamn dog that nobody wants to fight against. I wasn't mad at the stoppage. Keith Thurman seems to be mad at it. It doesn't make sense. To be honest, he's not looking in the best shape during this interview with Mill City Boxing. Shout out to him. But my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think. This is the MMA Boxing Addicts channel, bringing you back to March 28th because Keith Thurman has came out and gave his reaction, his thoughts on how the fight played out. My goodness, I'm out.